Alright, so Integra's officially done and getting ready to go home tomorrow. And making headway on this thing. So I got the timing cover off already. Shane's about to clear out the tensioner and everything, just so we have a little more space to take the timing cover out of this thing. And I think everything is pretty much disconnected. Once that comes out, we get the timing cover freely out of there. Keep stepping on this freaking valve stem.
Yeah. Keep freaking me out every time.
Yeah, I just got to take off this rocker assembly. And then we can pop the head off. Well, this is already the first bad sign that there's going to be water damage inside this motor. Cam lobes are super worn. You see all this metal, kind of looks like a metal flake. That's what happens when an engine isn't lubricated properly. You start to get all that excess wear on the cam lobes. This one is really, really bad. And that'll usually happen from loss of lubricity.
Okay, that's one too.
Yeah, I was seeing that one. Yeah, that'll happen from loss of lubricity when you don't have oil lubricating your cam lobes very well. Hopefully the bottom end is looking good. At least better than the cams are. Yeah, these things are super washed out. Super washed out. There's like no hone mark at all. I think I saw a little bit
at the tippy,
like right here. But that was it. Other than that, there is no. Oh, I can see it in the camera.
Yeah.
You can see what's left of the
hashes
of the cross hatches.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, these cylinders are washed out. They gotta get honed.
Now you just gotta flip the center
for
cylinders.
Sure. Yep. Ooh.
Brother. Brother.
That is not good.
You better
my
that's
God.
too much walk, homie.
Them Pistons gonna play so nice.
That's like an East Coast, West Coast
Holy
fucking beef right there.
shit,
Crip
dog.
walking.
Oh my God. So, I don't even know, what time is it? Like 5:30?
Let's see. It is. Oh, you're good. 5:15.
But yeah, so, well, let me show you guys something. There's no yellow Integra in the vicinity. Yellow Integra's gone. Where we at, master technician of the trash motors?
Oh, nah. What were we saying? Yeah. Basically, this thing is ripped apart. Are we gonna say everything that we're doing to it?
Yeah. I mean, this video is not gonna be out for a while.
So basically, this is it's an Accord engine, K24A4, I believe it is. We are swapping it over to a TSX RBB cylinder head with the True VTEC, and then to do that, you need to swap the pistons because the Accord pistons will make contact with the TSX valves. So basically, to sum it up, right now pistons are out, rods are out, of course. Heads of course off, and we're just basically prepping everything to get the TSX stuff swapped in.
Perfect. Yep. So there goes all the Accord stuff over there. We're gonna need those bolts for the cams. So, I'm gonna need that cam gear, and then I have the 50-degree one in the Saturn. So we're gonna have to swap those over onto the cams that are going in here, and then also
Pump.
That's the old oil pump. Yeah, so we're gonna be putting that guy on there, and then we've got a brand new wind dish tray on here. It's part number there from Honda. Old cylinder head there, and yeah, so we already plugged that bolt. Oh, I say we, but it was Shane.
We is okay.
Yep. So as you can see right there, he already plugged that bolt in there and siliconed up. And that should be pretty much it. So now he's waiting on me to prep the pistons and everything for him. Once we get the pistons prepped, get the rings and everything on them, then we could drop them in, torque them up. Once the pistons are installed, we can go ahead and move on to the next part, which is the oil pump and all that stuff. And then after that, we could focus on the top end, which is putting the head and all that. So I'm gonna stop talking now because we are on a time crunch. and we're gonna get to work and check back after these pistons are all installed. Oh,
There they go.
all right. Just to show a comparison real quick, so that's why you need to swap the pistons. Just to give you a side profile so you can see how much that comes out. So if you run that A2 head with that piston, you might get away with driving, but once you go into VTEC, especially if you run a really aggressive VTC, you're gonna fuck some shit up.
What's sort of different from the rods? I got that other bit.
I mean, the other rod is thicker, but it's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
if you're only gonna be making an A power, you'll be alright. You don't really have to worry about the rods like that. Well, you'll be able to show off another one soon, because you know that's what K's do.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep this in your bag.
Oh yeah. You can get the snap ring pliers though. So you done with all the pistons?
Yep, there's number 4 right here, ready to go.
Word. Got the book out. Vibing.
Hey, copyright, we gotta turn this around.
So we've reached the end of my favorite part of engine assembly. We got the piston rings on there. Everything is all gapped to the correct orientation. That's why I love having these books on hand. So pretty much every engine that I build, I always go to like an AutoZone or something and see if I can find these books. I don't really like using the online versions. I prefer to have the actual physical version in front of me. That's probably just the old man inside me talking. But yeah, so those are all gapped and everything to the correct orientation. Now I'm gonna throw some gloves on because it's about to get super oily. Everything has to get completely ridiculously doused. Cylinder walls got to be crazy doused. Pistons themselves got to be stupid doused. Like, if you're not holding that shit in your hand and you don't have oil just dripping from your hand, you're not doing it right. So with that being said, I'm not gonna be able to record anything, so I will see you when we're done with this. All right, well, Shane's taking off the timing stuff.
Yeah. Let me get a wrench to put on the end. Get some leverage. Yep.
Taking off the timing stuff. I'm getting ready to put that oil pump in. Oil pump is sitting on the ground over there. I already put the wind dish tray from the RSX. Obviously, pistons are all in. The TSX pistons. Whew, it is a mess out here, but we're trying to rush. Trying to get this thing done. Hopefully in the next like 4 hours. Let me see, you guys can't really see. Let me get a light on for you. There we go. TSX head, for the most part, prepped up. And that's gonna keep on pushing through. Hopefully have this, hopefully have everything together here in the next couple of hours. Well, not everything, but hopefully have the head on and the oil pan sealed up in the next couple of hours. So that basically all we're doing afterwards is just kind of finishing up all the minor stuff. If we're lucky, this thing will be running by midnight. All right, and quick update. Sorry, I had to wet my phone. So I am putting the head on. We ran into a small issue. The timing kit that I ordered, I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or what. I could have sworn I looked it up for a RSX, but it's not the one for that. It's for a regular K24. So that's not working. So what we're doing is Shane is running to the shop. He's grabbing the timing kit off the block that he's building at the shop. And then I'll order the correct one in to give back to him, just so we can keep pushing forward, get this RSX pump installed. So while he's doing that, because that's what we were working on, I already got the head on. I pulled off the lower rocker assembly, the upper rocker assembly, the cam caps chilling up there. Rocker assembly with everything is here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and torque the head now. And yeah, so it's 29 foot-pounds according to the book, and I'm looking at the pattern there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that now. And on the other side of this, once I pick you guys back up, Shane should be here with everything else, and we should be putting the oil pump assembly together. All in all, we're making good time. I'm feeling pretty confident that we're gonna be able to start this thing by midnight. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, for sure. So it's been a minute since we did an update. It's what, like, I'm not even gonna say the time.
I haven't checked yet.
Shane hasn't checked yet, so I'm not gonna say the time. But anyway, so as y'all can see, there's a head on here. I think last I updated you guys, we were torquing the head into place. So as you can see, it is now a full 3-lobe head. And yeah, timing's all set up. I'm putting silicone on the cover. I don't know what Shane's doing. He's got the trigger wheel
Somehow
thingy.
people seem to always forget and put on wrong. I don't know how, because it's labeled.
Even though it says outside.
Outside.
Well, you put in the light.
Oh.
There you go.
Outside. The outside. That's what the young kids say.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all done. I got most of everything hooked up here. What's this timing cover looking bolt thing that's over here? It looks like a B series timing cover bolt. Yeah.
There's a bracket. Is it this one? Yeah, you see that hole right there?
So that's where that gets held up. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's there. Got all that hooked up. This was kind of janky right here, but that's gonna be for Givens to have fun with later and figure out how to make it look clean. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. All the sensors are hooked up. Oh, I almost forgot the IAC. All right, got the IAC plugged in. Everything else is basically plugged in. Coolant sensor. This is gonna be EGR. The JDM heads don't have the EGR crap, so that's not there. Yep. So here, yeah, there's the evap plug right here. That's not gonna get connected to anything. And that's basically it. So now apply silicone to this cover. Shane already cleaned up everything down there. We're gonna put this cover on. And then I think after that, I can go ahead and put oil in it. We can go ahead and put the valve cover on, connect all that. Oh, I gotta put all the mounts in. So I have to put, once I pass this down and get that put into place, I have to connect this mount down here. Which, for some of you guys, you might think it's easier to like lower the subframe or whatever. For me, I've been able to kind of finagle the front mount on these chassis just to get the oil pan in and out and stuff like that and get better access to what I'm doing. So that's why I got to put that mount back in. And then once Shane is done with everything over here, I can go ahead and do the driver's side mount. And hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully after that, we can go ahead, put the battery back in place, get this thing started, upload the new base map, and get it dropped off. And call it a night. So, yep.
So real quick, do this update before I get lost in translation again and just keep working without updating anything. So today is, when did this car leave here? 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Not this last weekend, the weekend before, I think. Yeah. So this is 2 weeks after. I never got to finish filming like the startup or anything like that, because the way that everything transpired last time, it took a lot longer than it should have to get this car together last time. So it bled into Monday night. By the time we came home from work Monday night and got the car started and everything like that, we were just happy to have the base map on it and have everything running and going, and it left. Car was out on the road for about a week. Something happened where the car got raced, and after the car got raced, it started smoking really bad. So this was about 2 to 3 days ago. So now the car is back here again. So let me show you what we've been working on, and this is kind of a continuation, I guess, of kind of where I left off last time with this whole 24A2 conversion on this A4.
So as you can see, excuse me, we still got the TSX pistons in here, exactly where we left off last time. You see they got some burn on them, but if you notice, if you look in the manifold ports, cylinder 3 is super wet. Why is that? Well, it was because this piston was super wobbly, and I think part of that has to do because the rings lost some integrity some way, somehow. There's a few theories on how I believe that happened, but so now we've got different rings here. So that's all getting put back together. Now the only issue is I measured out the block seems to be okay, taper isn't too bad, but we still have this going on. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but see how that piston wobbles like that? That's usually not good, and it does it both ways. This one does the same thing. That's not good, because
usually that tends to create kind of like a piston slap. Once the piston gets up to the top and that spark ignites and it sends the piston back down, it kind of does one of these numbers. So that'll usually start wearing into the cylinders and create taper. They're not out of round. The cylinders are square. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in there, and we're just going to kind of put this together and just see what happens. If we have to go back in here again and fix it down the line, we'll fix it down the line. But one of the other things that I realized too is somebody took the thermostat out of here. We didn't look into this last time, but I had been explained to him that when he got the car with a blown head gasket already. We already saw that the fan switch was jumped. People usually tend to do that because the car is overheating and they don't know why, so they put the fan switch on all the time. The other thing they do is they delete the fucking thermostat. Why? I don't know. If your thermostat isn't working, or if you think the thermostat's not working, change it. Because these cars, especially all these newer cars that depend on this whole CAN bus wiring crap, they need to see the correct temperature for all the interfaces and all the different modules to communicate properly. And if you don't have a thermostat and your temperature doesn't get up 140 degrees, your piston rings and your pistons don't expand the way they should. Your head gasket doesn't expand and seal the way that it should. Nothing in the motor expands the way that it should. That is why you put a thermostat in your car. No matter where you are, these cars are designed to work with thermostats in them to get them up to operating temperature, because they are engineered. All these parts are engineered to expand at a certain temperature and seal for optimal performance. So I got Shane going out now to get me a thermostat so we can put a thermostat in here so this thing can actually get up to operating temperature. I'm hoping that that would help expand these pistons and expand these rings to seal much better than they are doing currently. And it'll help the car not smoke and do all the dumb crap that it's been doing. So that's where we are with this. Head is over here. The head gasket looked phenomenal. This Velcro head gasket worked perfectly fine. Sealed all the way around. The old head bolts, none of them are stretched. I do have new head bolts. I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and use them. The head is in great shape. Everything is in great shape. And that's it. So pistons are installed, they're torqued 15 foot-pounds, 90-degree turn after that. I'm over here cleaning the timing cover. Timing cover is completely, well, it's not too clean because we're kind of in a hurry. Put a new crank seal in it, and the silicone is cleaned off the back of it, so we're getting ready to seal that up. And I'm going to put the I think I'm going to put the timing cover on first. I'm going to put the head and everything on and time it and put the timing cover on before I do the oil pan. Because last time we did the oil pan, but there's that part that sticks out. So you have to wipe the silicone off of that anyways and reseal it again. So I think it's better if we just put the whole motor together, and then later I'll get under and put the oil pan all one shot, so that way it all seals uniformly.
Well, the other thing too is you gotta think about if anything falls through the motor, now you don't have to take the oil pan back off to fucking...
See, that's why you get paid. That's why you get paid what you get paid. Which is nothing, but it's okay. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna throw this head on. Surface is ready to go, and we'll still have plenty space without that plenum on to get to the thermostat here, so we'll be okay there. And yeah, so just get everything situated, and then I'll keep the headers disconnected so that way I can move the engine up enough to get the clearance to put the pan on. Because if you didn't know, these freaking Accords have that subframe that's in the way. Most people will drop them, but I found a way to kind of lift it up and be able to sneak the oil pan just past, especially with the Type S pump. So that's what we're gonna work on now. And what else? That's pretty much it, right?
That's it.
That's about it for an update. So yeah, other than that, I mean, everything else was good. A few little things that we found that could be better, so we're gonna go ahead and address those issues now, and then hopefully before the end of the day we'll have this thing out and running, and I can upload a better tune to it and get it running even better. So, oh, cams. So the last time we had Type S cams. Those are the Type S cams there. He didn't know. I put them on there with the Accord VTC 25 degree. And I just kind of wanted to get the car running just to see how it would act. Originally, the car was supposed to come back this weekend so I could put in some Z3 cams with the 50 degree VTC and retune. So this time it's going to go back together with those, and we'll see how it acts. I'm probably... Nah, we should be good. I was going to say I should probably not put the cam angles at full, like,
full
40 degrees yet. Yeah, like, not send them yet to see how the motor reacts. But it's one of those things where it's like, if the motor's gonna do anything,
it's gonna do it at peak.
it's gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
So I might as well just do it, and then if anything goes to crap, I'm gonna have to go through it again and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, figure it out. So you're either gonna need another block at that point, or well, yeah, at that point, just get another block so this thing's not down.
I kind of want to blow it, so
You get another block, which if he does get another block, I'll probably be on a search for a CRV one.
yeah. So you said those are Type S, not?
Those are 28.2.
Oh,
Yeah, 28.2 cams.
okay. I thought you had the 24A2s.
No, those are 28.2 cams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're like at the bottom of the list on what stock cams are as
Yeah.
far as like lift and duration and shit. But I mean, they still do work regardless of the fact.
Oh yeah, they should.
So they did work in this thing how it was. So
You cut to the footage
on
of-
25 degrees.
Yeah, cut to the footage of him dusting fucking
That
random
TL. Yeah. I wish there was more footage before this shit started smoking.
by dusting it.
Yeah.
What, car length and a half?
It was a little bit more, bro. I kind of like three.
I don't want to hype the nigga
I kind of like
relax.
3 cars.
I don't want to hype him up.
I guess. So basically, what's going on is we couldn't get this freaking thing to. We didn't have anything to stick in the tensioner
To lock it up.
to lock the tensioner up, because for whatever reason, nothing that we have on hand fits like in between the teeth, including a small paper clip. So Shane just kind of manhandled it back in there. And what did you do? You just held up on the guide?
Yeah, what I did was, I don't know what you could see, but I put this bolt in first, pivoted it up, and then squeezed down on it, and then swung
Brought
it
back
down
over.
and
swung his
slid it.
body to the side and then.
Yeah, and then swung it down.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't see that, man?
No.
Oh, you gotta look that up. He's a shorty.
All right, we good on this, buddy? No, we're good right now.
Okay.
We're good right now. Let's see if I could,
Another starter's back.
use that part that I can press on. All right, yeah, that's fully extended. We're good. We are good. All right. Give me the give me the oil pump chain or the oil pump tensioner.
I was
Right
about to say,
here.
the oil pump
yeah, it's all
chain
on
should
the
have been
bucket.
already on there, dog.
I
we
guess
run
y'all
a dry
can put
sump
this
now.
up there too.
Okay.
These 3 bolts, and I think the guide is on the wall.
All right, well, that's about the best the lens is gonna get. It's actually not too bad. You don't see too much of a glare. But so where we at? So that's the mount bracket.
Yeah, the
on the
post
side. Okay. I'll take it off half the shit to get to it. So finish tightening this up.
Could probably put the jack all the way down. Oh no, I don't even think it's.
Hold up 1 second. Okay, that's snug. I don't even think the jack is on anything.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
All right, so I gotta put the radiator hose back on. Put this back on here. Things driving like a chimney. There you go. So I'm sorry if I sound a little, I don't know, my volume is turned down a little bit. I'm like really exhausted. Been having a pretty crazy week working on all these cars and stuff like that. And going to work and going to the gym. And so my body's a little tired. But yeah, so this video that you guys just saw, just like the Integra, was recorded pretty much about a year ago. And so essentially, as you saw, by the time we got done putting the car back together, the car, it didn't work. Whatever it was that we did, doing the whole K24A2 conversion, it did work for about a week, and then after that I still don't really know what happened. I haven't taken the time to dive that deep into it, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so just to catch you guys up on basically present day events, that car is still here. No, not because I've been working on it this whole time, but because the resolution, what came to be from that whole situation is the guy needed a car to go to work, and I basically told him there's nothing else that can be done. You basically just need another motor, and unfortunately he just did not have the means for that, so I provided an out. I actually really liked the car, and like I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the video, I got really used to working on the platform, and I started to actually kind of like enjoy it. And so needless to say, I bought it. So here's the car. This is how it was left 1 year ago, and nothing has really changed except for those wheels. I junked the Maxima, unfortunately, while I was traveling in New York earlier this year. My father called me and told me that there was issues with the Maxima, that the Maxima wouldn't start, and unfortunately it just has too many issues, so I ended up junking it, but not before I took the wheels off of it and put them on this car. And I gotta say, they really do the car justice. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see this side. The car does have this big ugly dent here, which I'm pretty sure the guy that used to own it did it. He says he didn't. He gave me some story about his brother and his friend playing football and running into it or something, but I kind of know that he got upset because the whole reason that door handle is broken is because something happened where he couldn't get in the car. And the guy that used to own this car is kind of a bit of a crash out sometimes, so I'm pretty sure he had a crash out moment and he did that with his foot. So but yeah, so there's the car, and it's still here all this time. And yeah, I've grown really, really fond of it. There's a bunch of stuff in it. Unfortunately, it's basically storage. There's a bunch of car parts in here, and so essentially what we're gonna do to this thing soon enough, there it is. It's all taken apart again. There's the oil pump, there's the baffle, the block, and all the pistons and rods and stuff are over here. We've got some of the DNJ. These are the pistons that were in there. My theory as of right now is that these pistons weren't cast properly. They just slip in way too easily. So luckily, my buddy Shane had an A2 just sitting, and he told me I could go ahead and take these pistons along with the rods and put them in the car. We did discuss using the Accord rods if we do some type of all motor setup, because the Accord rods are lighter, but I don't know, we'll see. So right now, that's the game plan. The game plan is to just go ahead and get this thing back together. I got some ARP head studs inside, as well as a new head gasket and all that jazz. And I've actually been picking up quite a bit of K-Series stuff. So I do have in the trunk of this car a block. I have in the trunk of the Saturn another block. Those will probably make their way to the shop one of these days. And yeah, and then another thing I've been working on is that's another pickup that's going to be for flipping. The timing chain job, that's already done. That car is already driving and everything, so just got to tab a few loose ends on that, and then that thing will be up for sale. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry if the video wasn't too exciting. There is a lot more exciting stuff on the way. I just really wanted to get you guys all caught up. I wanted you guys to see somewhat of an ending for that story, because around that time was kind of like around the time where I was starting to work on other stuff, and I kind of didn't really have the time to film like that. So now I'm back to starting up, like filming and stuff like that. And I just really wanted to kind of give you guys some closure on the yellow car. And I kind of wanted you guys to understand fully where this Accord came from, how it got here, and you know, what all exactly happened with the car and what we're going to be doing with the car moving forward. So I'm really excited for everything that's to come. Yeah, I do have the red car. The red car has undergone a crazy transformation. It is very different from the red car that I've always owned. And then Gabriel's car is also very close to being finished. So I am hoping that pretty soon, maybe even by the end of this week, Gabriel's car will be at my house. And then I will be dropping off my car at the shop to pull the transmission and do a few things on that. And all of this is going to be recorded. So make sure, if you enjoyed the video or if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit like. If you want to stay tuned and followed for all the filming and all the content that's to come, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification. I am going to be uploading once a week, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, everybody have a happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and we will catch you on the next one.